Hi friends, MD Vegan. Time for my daily greens. Yeah, I eat a green salad favorably, but there are many ways to get the greens. Today I have an endive lettuce, the queen of lettuces. Here I have some beautiful greens, leaves here. I washed them already and dried them in a salad spinner. Very nice tool, easy and not expensive, and it helps a lot because when I dry the leaves after washing, it's important because there's always sand in the leaves, and so there is lettuce. when I dry them with a spinner, then the dressing can taste really nicely. Otherwise, when they are wet, when the leaves are wet, the dressing can be diluted. And then, anyway, it's not always easy to match a dressing with a salad. You have to taste it. When you make a dressing, that everybody knows that in the kitchen, usually. When you make a dressing and you taste it, you don't know what it tastes on the salad itself. So you have to taste it always with the salad leaves or the ingredients of the salad, because they change. And when you have water on the leaves, it's even more difficult, because usually you have to over season the dressing, because it always gets diluted. You taste the dressing, it always tastes less on the salad. So when you have more water or too much water on the leaves, well, that effect is even more stronger, and you've tasted almost nothing then. And especially for this recipe I made today, it's especially important. By the way, I cut it into thin stripes, as you saw here, just stacks of leaves and cut it in thin stripes, because that makes the endive, that naturally tastes a little bit bitter. I call it the queen of lettuces because it has the most nutrients. It's a dark leafy green, it's a little bit firm, and the darker and firmer they are, the more bitter they can be. And this is a little bit bitter. When you pack them in these thin stripes, they have a fluffy texture, and the other ingredients, the dressing, can get everywhere and balance the bitter flavor. And that's what you want to do to make a salad delicious. You balance the bitter greens. The greens are always a little bit bitter, more or less. And you have to balance that usually. Most people don't like bitter flavors, and the animals either, neither, because in nature the plants produce bitter flavors to fend off eating enemies. They don't want to be eaten, of course. It's nature not to be eaten, of course. And when they are bitter, the animals, the chances are they don't eat them. Nobody wants to eat what's bitter. Bitter is the cleansing element, so it's also a reason why the greens are so healthy, because bitter is cleansing. Greens are cleansing for many reasons, but the bitter also. So you want to balance the bitter, have a wonderful rounded flavor. Today I add peas, a cup of peas. That's a wonderful addition to salads, also green salads. Peas are green too. Peas are legumes. That means it's about the healthiest food we can eat. Not the healthiest food are greens, but the peas and the chickpeas and lentils and beans and so, they are so healthy, because when you want to get older, I mean, you live longer, medical advice is eat legumes, peas, chickpeas, and so every day. You get really older. That's a very interesting thing. Didn't know that until recently. I love all kinds of legumes, and peas in the salad are wonderful. And I add here a nice avocado. It's my avocado pea dish. I can make avocado peas. That means I have these peas, I add avocados, and maybe chili peppers. Perfect with peas and avocados both. Nice red chili pepper here, not too hot. It depends on the kind of chili you have. This is with the seeds because it's not too hot. When you have a very hot one, you might take out the seeds, slices lengthwise, scrape it, and then you cut it, and then you have your chili pepper without the seeds. But the seeds are very hot, can be very hot in the pepper. Otherwise, after a while, you get very much easily used to the chili peppers. They are fruity, not bitter at all, rather fruity. I love the chili peppers. And here, half an onion. Oftentimes do that in salads, in nice salads. Half an onion chopped up. Wonderful with peas, wonderful with avocados, with greens. Onions and salads are really nice. It's good to have them in there crunchy, hot, balance of the green. Also, they have a sweet tooth. The onions are sweet, by the way. You don't taste that because they're hot, but they have the sweet flavor. And why it's especially important for this salad here to be dried with leaves, I said before, is because of my main ingredient today, my main addition, and artichoke hearts. Artichoke hearts are the inside of the heart of a blossom. Artichoke plant grows in warm or hot, in South France, for example. It has hard leaves, and the leaves, you peel the leaves off, and inside is the heart. And then it's marinated here, and then you have a wonderful fleshy veggie here. That's a delicacy. This has been marinated by a company, and they do that always with also olives. They also put olives into they sell them, and the very nice quality. I'm glad. Otherwise, earlier on, we had to cook the avocados ourselves. You can also purchase the avocado, the artichoke, cook it in salt water, and then you get your avocado artichoke hearts, and you eat the leaves, and so it's like a game to play on the table. But now we are lucky we can purchase the hearts. I recommend it. But you need to put a lot of flavors into the salad other than artichokes, because they are very dominant. They are dense veggie flesh, and if you put too little flavors into it, like for example only peas, they have not much flavor, they are mild, then you don't taste anything in the salad. And the salad has a character, flavors, and with the artichoke, you have to have some more flavors that are strong and characteristic to balance the artichoke. Otherwise, the artichoke would be dominant, and when you have no other flavors, you don't taste a lot. Usually the artichoke is eaten with mayonnaise or so by itself. So I have a little bit of mayonnaise dressing here, fits nicely. I add a little bit more dressing because of the artichoke, they like that. And the endive also makes it easy to add a little bit more creaminess and a little bit more abundance of the dressing. You see, this is a garlic cashew dressing. Don't take too much, but it's a nice amount. The rest goes back into the fridge. And I show you in another video, and you find the link under this video, how to make the garlic cashew dressing. But it's not easy. It's easy, not difficult. You just blend cashews with garlic, a lot, both. A little bit of lemon, pepper and salt, and water. 5 ingredients, and then you have a nice dressing. You can adjust more or less water, gets runnier or not, more or less lemon, and so forth. It's very nice, this dressing. It's very versatile with many different salads. And in this case, I make it a little bit runnier because I know already from my experience that the artichokes like a little bit more dressing. So you have a little bit more runnier dressing, you can take a little bit more, otherwise it gets too heavy in the end. So it has a fine balance with many things. And with a little experience, you can make wonderful salads. Very easy. It's not difficult to make a salad. You have to have just some general ideas you have to consider, and then not too difficult to make a salad. Yeah, this one is mine today. The artichokes, the avocado peas, the endives, and the garlic cashew dressing. And might be very nice. I could eat it as is. It's pretty rich. Or maybe with a potato or so. No problem. That would be a whole meal. And I have my daily greens. That's important. Every day my greens. I feel it if I don't have it. I don't feel it directly, but I feel it when I miss one day the greens, and the next day I eat it again. Then I notice that I missed something. It's always London, and sometimes a little bit more complicated. But that's the way it is, right? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest.